friends, I officially have over 20 days of my ski season here in the East, and wow, what a season it's been so far. 5 days of skiing this past week, tons of progress, some humbling moments, and a bit of a challenge at the end that hopefully isn't the end. Welcome back to Skiing 5.0, the comeback after 50. I am Sunny, a 53-year-old woman who is rediscovering the joys and agony of the slopes after nearly 30 years away. I am on a mission to improve and document my journey here on YouTube to connect with other like-minded skiers. Let's get into the highs and the lows.
Sometimes it's hard to focus, just to persevere and just to make it, but everything that's within your grasp, you gotta take it, you gotta go hard and just dig deeper inside you to find that method, that mode that wants that hunger to survive, just to ride the grind, to take it the way you gotta take it and never stop.
So the past Thursday was my second midweek adult lesson, and it was really a treat. I love that I can rearrange my schedule to take advantage of the mountain midweek. It is a blissful experience. It is such a different feeling skiing, not on the weekends. And this past week, the group was small. It was just 3 of us students and the instructor, so there was plenty of time for personalized feedback. I told my instructor about my focus on improving my edge similarity, so he's going to be keeping his eyes on me for the rest of our time. I appreciate the feedback because in my mind's eye, I look and feel like a mofo champion. I know I'm a competent skier and I can get down a variety of terrain, and I am having fun, and it brings me joy that I need for my mental health to deal with the craziness of life. But I know I am far from a good, solid, technical skier, and that is what I am striving for. Since I've been focusing a lot on carving the past few weeks, I haven't spent a lot of time on steeper terrain. One of the highlights of my lesson was practicing step turns on steep slopes. That's a tongue twister. Step turns on steep slopes. If you've never tried them, they're incredible for teaching control and good technique to use if you find yourself on terrain that feels too steep to handle confidently. There is a fantastic video by Warren Smith that demonstrates step turns well, and I'm going to link that in the description below so you can check it out. Highly recommend. Again, I can get myself down black diamonds. I know I can get down them. I feel like the more skills that I can build to make myself feel more confident is key. Then on Friday, I spent the day with Coach, and if you're new to me here on YouTube, he is my awesome race coach boyfriend. And we were working on skills, and we spent a good chunk of time on the beginner slope practicing railroad tracks. If you missed a couple of my videos before, I was having a lot of frustration trying to figure those out because it's all about creating clean parallel lines with your skis by engaging your edges evenly, which I have a tendency to not be even. So I followed Coach to watch his technique, and then I kept practicing on my own. And it paid off because I hit my highest ski IQ score yet of 131. But before I could get too excited, let me be honest, it was on the easiest terrain in the mountain, and I felt a little bit defeated about that. But Coach reminded me that mastering these skills on easy terrain is crucial. It builds muscle memory, confidence that will translate to more challenging trails. So I need to keep focusing on practicing on the easier terrain, getting it down, and then moving it to the steeper stuff. Now, the real humbling part about that day. Coach decided to do a green run with one ski the entire way down. Just having one ski up in the air, skiing down on one ski. For context, he coaches the youngest kids in the U10 program. One part of their training is one ski runs to build balance and control. These kids are phenomenal at this age. Even if racing isn't their thing, they're becoming incredible skiers. I always say, I wish they had a U10 program for adults, but I am just lucky to have him around to give me tips and tricks. Anyway, I was behind Coach the whole way down, and it was a twisty turny green run, and watching as he effortlessly turned from one edge to the next going on one ski. And this was before lunch, and when we sat down to eat and he was going through his carve data, and he said he was unsure I would take the news about his one ski run. Coach scored a 131 ski IQ with one ski. You heard that right, 131. Meanwhile, I'm skiing with both skis, and my highest score is 133 on a beginner trail. And I couldn't help but laugh and cry at the same time. I literally had to put my head down on the table and cry. It's just a reminder of how much skill and experience goes into be a professional skier. But I won't give up, or I won't get discouraged. Okay, maybe I'm a little discouraged, but I know consistency is key, and I need to keep at it. Weekend was Martin Luther King weekend, and it's traditionally one of the busiest weekends on the mountain, and this year was no exception. I had a friend visiting, which was fun, but also mentally draining. I had to keep an eye on him while navigating overpopulated slopes and dealing with sketchy snow conditions. Let's just say it was a lot. My home mountain has really been having some challenges this season with snowmaking. Here in the Northeast, we are not getting the snow that we would like to see. And the snowmaking staff has been really, they just can't hire people, and it's been really noticeable. And believe me, everybody on the mountain is complaining about it. And there have really been a lot of unsafe conditions, which is a bit alarming. But we made the most of it, and it's still a good time despite the chaos. You just need to know how to navigate it. At the end of the weekend, I started noticing some discomfort in my back. For context, I slipped a disc over the summer helping my parents move, and it has been feeling fine until now. So Monday was a frigid day, and I was by myself, and there were not many people on the slopes at all because it was so cold, and the conditions were actually good after the weekend of bumper-to-bumper skier traffic and hard surfaces, but my back wasn't cooperating. So I decided to pack it in around noon, and now I'm icing and heating and stretching and praying that I'll be ready to be back out this weekend after some rest. Hoping it is just a strained muscle, but as we age, I keep forgetting that I'm not 23, 33, or even 43 anymore. I just turned 53, and probably going all out for 5 days in a row didn't do my body good. For my fellow older skiers out there, how do you make sure you're taking care of your body and avoiding injury? I would love to hear your tips in the comments. So that's it for this week, friends. And thank you to all the new followers and the kind comments. If you've ever had a humbling moment on the slopes or dealt with a setback, please share your story. I would love to hear it. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a like. I am so happy you found me. It is a pleasure to be here and to share my journey. Fingers crossed that the old gray mare can get back out there. I'll see you next week.
That's how I give it up.